Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to focus on 10 live arena fights with a bit of a showcase on Goffred. I've got him in a 4-piece stone skin and a 4-piece bolster. I've got him with about 500 accuracy, went down the accuracy tree to Eagle Eye, and a bunch of defensive, so he needs to be a beast. He is fully booked. So let's see how he does. I got the fights on 2x speed, so it won't take as long as some of the others. They stole my Sifi first off, so who am I going to go with? Go with my two standards. I got Warlord and Wukong, damage Wukong. So now he's got Rotos and Arbiter. He's thinking he's off to the racetracks for sure. He's going to be speeding around me. I don't have Sifi, but we'll see how we do. Throw in the Goffred. I'm going to try Goffred in this fight against Rotos, see how he does. As you can see, I'm a little hesitant, though. Am I putting in Goffred, or am I putting in Ghrid, or am I putting in both? I am putting in both. I'm not going UDK. I just don't like using UDK. I have such a hard time fighting against him, but I have such a hard time using him, too. So the auto ban is going to be Yumiko. I put in my Errol, who nobody likes. So he's got a couple of really strong damagers. At this point, when I did this fight, I was thinking, this one's probably a loss. I'm going to see how Goffred's going to do, and this one's probably a loss. But let's see how it does do. Alright, and the battle gets started. He clearly goes first because he's going to run circles around me. Put up all the buffs. Didn't really come that close to killing my Ghrid. Rotos comes in to try to finish it off, and Rotos doesn't kill him. Goffred threw up the block damage. Wasn't able to throw up the stun because they had Sifi block debuffs. Strip off the buffs, everybody loses their buffs. Go in with Errol, kill the Arbiter, try to kill everybody else, and he's thinking, oh great, I dodged a bullet there, I've got Sifi to revive Arbiter, Arbiter to revive everyone else, Arbiter puts back up the buffs, I stun them all with Goffred. Go in with Wukong and they're all dead. That was kind of a WTF from him. He probably thought he had that one easily multiple times, and somehow he got destroyed really quickly. So that's Goffred right there. All the stuns avoided death from Rotos. Second fight. Looking like we're starting off the same. They take Sifi, I take Warlord and Wukong. They take Rotos again and Yumiko. Same three that were in the last time, except Arbiter was ahead of Yumiko. So, I'm going to try it again. Same thing. There's one key to notice here on Rotos is they don't have bone armor. They have the one that summons the Reaper to kill you, and that's going to be important in this fight. So Duchess and Leorius, I'm thinking, no worries. Do the same thing I did last time. Ban the Yumiko. They ban my Warlord. Still not going with a Reviver. Who needs a Reviver anyway? Let's get this party started. Alright, as we move in, they're going to run circles around me. At least they'll start to. Not as fast because they don't have Arbiter, but they still have Sifi. Duchess is pretty quick. Then it's Rotos' turn, and this time, Goffred cannot put up the block debuffs if the Reaper gets the kill. If the main hit doesn't get the kill, he can't block the damage and put up the block debuffs. So he does it there against Wukong, but I'm done here. I can strip some buffs, but as soon as he brings back Leorius with Sifi, I'm done. This team has no more fight left in it. I was unfortunate about the Ghrid. If Ghrid had lived through that Rotos hit, I might have been able to win that fight. On to the next one. Alright, got a fighter. Midnight Rage. See who he picks first. So far the first three opponents have all picked first. The first two picked Sifi, and now we're looking at a Duchess. So who do I go with? My Warlord and Wukong. I'm thinking he has Duchess, so why pick Sifi next? Sometimes they do have both Duchess and Sifi and prefer Duchess. There's the Yumiko we don't like, but there's Georgid. Georgid's direct counter is Goffred. So Goffred gets his third straight fight. Goffred's turning out to be okay against Rotos. I wasn't expecting that. I hadn't really put a lot of thought into it, but then I thought, what the heck, let's do it. Throw in my Sifi. I want to wait till he gets his last 2 picks before I do my last damager, so see if he's in there. He's got Rotos. So I'm not liking facing Kaimar, but lesser of 2 evils, gotta face Kaimar instead of Yumiko. Put in my trusty Errol, who's in Stone Skin, may not get stripped, that's what I'm thinking. Can't kill Duchess very well. Let's see how it goes. So I ban the Yumiko. They ban the Warlord. That's pretty typical. Alright, let's get this started. Kaimar could be fast. See if he goes first. Can't sleep the Kaimar. Can sleep, however, the Rotos. Kaimar sleeps Goffred and Wukong. Steal some buffs from Duchess, but don't get any hits on her. Speed, buff everybody back up. Georgid goes, and he kills Sifi because, you see, Wukong got protected from death. So I'm already looking pretty bad here. He puts up increased defense, and then Errol just takes a bunch out. With the counterattack, he fails, but then look at this. All 4 stuns, Wukong finishes it off. It's not done yet, but Wukong's going to finish this. These are some quick fights. When they go with a fast team to try and knock me out, and I throw in Goffred, it's just like they try to slam me, and it gets slammed right back in their face. So that's 2 out of 3 with Goffred. Go to the 4th fight. The bolster isn't a huge bolster shield. It's 20,000 HP. Take it or leave it. He's also got the 1 turn. I'll go with Sifi first this time, but he's got the 1 turn of Stone Skin. And that helps a lot because that protects him usually from dying. Alright, so we got another fast team. Arbiter and Yumiko. So this one I'm going to lose. This one's a bomb team. And sometimes I get in the habit of banning the Yumiko, and it's not always the right move. You have to actually look at the team. Is Yumiko going to be fast enough to overcome my team? He doesn't want to leave in somebody. You'll see who I pick here. I'm probably going with Elva. I don't remember, though. I put in Goffred, who's not very good against bombs. I should not have put in Goffred. He just isn't good against bombs, and then I take him out. So maybe I didn't put in Goffred. Yeah, I put in Errol. He's not good against bombs either because I have him in Stone Skin. And then I put in Elva. So you don't want a cleanser like Elva who's high resist. So he doesn't ban my Warlord. I don't know that, but I ban his Yumiko, and I should have banned his Arbiter. Because once we open the fight, you'll see everyone else is slower than Warlord. But Arbiter goes first. So we get this one started, and I get slammed out of it. Fight gets started, everyone else is slower than Warlord, but Arbiter goes. Had I banned Arbiter, that would have been a win. I have a really hard time when they go with the Astrolith to Hanorok combo, and they either go Georgid on the other side, or like in this case, they went with Yumiko, and I'm just like, I gotta ban the Yumiko. But you don't ban the Yumiko or Warlord every time. It seems like most of the time you do it. Going into the 5th fight, I go Sifi first. Bomb teams are actually fairly scarce. I think I've had about 2 out of my last 50. Got my Warlord, didn't get my Wukong. A lot of times when I don't get Wukong, that's really kind of what hurts me. I have a hard time finishing them off, stealing their buffs. The buff strip and nuke is just so tough. And then follow that up with the splash damage hit that ignores 50% of defense. And Wukong is a heck of a damage dealer. I also don't like facing the UDK in here. We'll see how it goes. At this point, I'm probably looking at banning the UDK, depending on what he goes with next. He's got Yumiko. Gotta ban the Yumiko. Alright. Who's he gonna go with? He went with another damager. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ban the Duchess. And I'm gonna tear through these guys, no matter what happens. He banned my Anithwe, and that was a mistake. He should have banned my Warlord. He probably realized right here as he leaves the fight, Warlord's going to make him ineffective completely. So he left. That was pretty good, 3 out of 5. On to my next grouping, fight number 6. Who do I go with first? I go with Sifi. We've got an Arbiter Georgid. This is going to open it up for Goffred. So the speed team with Georgid. I go Wukong. I go Warlord. In one instance, I've had someone pick Georgid and Goffred to block me from getting Goffred. They ended up losing. But I've never seen anyone else get Georgid and Goffred together. So another Rotos. They got the UDK for single target protection. Got to ban the Kymar here. I go Lockout gets banned. Buff Strip gets banned. They ban my Warlord. They're going to go first. It's all right. We'll see what happens. I still feel pretty good on this one. Buffs up. Siphi up. Tried to sleep the Warlord. Oops, UDK's in there. Can't sleep the, or not the Warlord, the Rotos, but UDK. Now that's unfortunate because Georgia did not get the entire, maybe it is kind of fortunate, because he threw it up on Rotos. Now we got both Arbiter and Rotos stunned, so I don't put up the stun with Goffred just yet. Oof. Try for the big strip and kill. Looking pretty good here. Revivers are dead. All I got to do is get that Rotos. Couldn't sheep because I don't have the accuracy to get UDK. Can I don't want to use the double hit yet. I want that shield gun before I use Errol's double hit. Oh, that time I tried to sheep. There I use the double hit, and it's done. He leaves. Really great showing from Goffred, if you use him right. Got another one. He's kind of low level, so in this case I'm thinking maybe he doesn't have Siphi. I might be wrong. I go with Wukong because I don't want to lose Wukong. Everyone's got Wukong. Oh, look, he goes Siphi, Harima. This one's not looking good. I usually do not face Siphi Harima. I face Duchess Harima because I pick Siphi. Siphi Harima is a lot tougher because it just really increases Harima's damage. It makes Harima tough. Duchess Harima, not so good. So this time we got both a Duchess and Siphi Harima. And he took my Ragash, so I don't have that as an option. So who do I go as my second damager? I don't know if I can go Errol. I'm going to throw in Urost here. I don't know if you saw my Urost focus video, but I have a really good winning percentage, 6 out of 8 with him. All right, I'll go my Rhonda. And then he goes Mithral at the end. Mithral is a really good champion, but she just kind of lacks that ability to make a team tough in Gold Live Arena. She's really good. I've been tempted to use her, but she just kind of lacks that ability. All right, so I ban the Duchess. I don't normally ban the Duchess, but I'm thinking Duchess. The group revive. Let's get rid of that. All right, Siphi puts up buffs. I'm going to try and get rid of the Siphi right here. Yeah, that didn't go over very well. This isn't looking too good for me. Sleeps him. Steal those buffs. Oh, Siphi's gone. I got the provoke. Got the ally protection up, and that's all because he went after the one with strength, and nobody knows what he does. Try to go for the kill, can't quite get it, but then I got the kill right there. That was an easy fight. 56 seconds. He's looking at that like, what just happened? Uros the Soul Cage, are you kidding me? Kind of looking at these guys, and Gold 1 is not what it used to be. It used to be all 15 million plus teams, and now it's all kind of that 10 to 15 million. There's still higher difficulty teams, but it's definitely not as hard as it was a month and a half ago, 2 months ago when I first made it. Yeah, it was 2 months ago when I first made it to gold, and I had to take a break. So we're going speed again. We got Arbiter. Is this one going to be bombs? I hope not. I hate bombs. I just don't really have a good defense against bombs. Defense against bombs is big bolster stacks. Marichka's really good. If you compare, say, a Marichka with like an Elva who's high resistance, something like that, you can counter the bombs because then they can only ban one of them. I can't really counter bombs that well, but this one's not bombs. We got Eric's and Rotos. I don't know what kind of build Eric's has, but Eric's can be really hard to kill and can finish off a team. One time I had a stalemate between all that was left was my Necret versus an Eric's. Necret kept critting and healing Eric's, and it was just a stalemate. I left it going for 30 minutes, and he left after 15. I'll be a jerk like that sometimes. So will they. All right, I banned the Arbiter. I don't want you to go so fast. I'm not as worried about Pytheon. You gonna ban the Rotos? No, you ban the Siphi. You might pay for that. So I got no Reviver. Who needs a Reviver anyway? I don't have any special protectors in this fight. This one just no Reviver. But Warlord steals the show. Put everybody on cooldown. Nobody resisted, not even Pythion. That means I'm open to go ahead and take out his damagers. Take out Wukong. Can't really take out Rotos very well. I couldn't even get him with the double hitter, no attack buff on Errol. He couldn't A1 kill or get an extra turn on my Warlord. Had he gotten the extra turn, he could have gone off. He's gone. So now all I got to do is make sure I either kill Pythion or he does not get his revive back. And he's dead. We're done. That one was easy. I'm on pretty much of a roll, but I could easily be slumping as easy as I'm winning today. So we got another level 96. Easy to underestimate the under level 100s. Because they definitely don't have the gear. They don't have the gear. But look, they've got Marichka and Taus. So I'm looking at this like, okay, who do I ban? I've got a couple of Marichka counters. So Errol is a soft counter to Marichka, but does not handle Duchess very well. My good counter, well, the best counter that I have is Rhonda. Blocker passive skills. The next best is Supreme Elhain, because if all that's left is Marichka, Supreme Elhain can go with her A3 and then finish them off with the A2. Even Duchess, unless it's a really tanky Duchess, which this one could be. This one might not work well against Supreme Elhain. But let's see who he finishes it off with. He's got Yumiko. I'm done. I just leave the fight. Ultimate Death Knight's really annoying. Hefrak, if I get a kill, he's going to be annoying. Who do I go with my last pick? Gotta have somebody that counters the Marichka. He kind of, yeah. I don't know. I can't really kill Duchess with this. This one's a loss. I could have tried somebody else like a Rhonda, and I probably should have. I should have thrown Rhonda in there. I just like to sit back and have that stone skin. This Duchess, her resistance exceeds my Warlord, so that doesn't help. If her resistance didn't, I'd actually probably have this fight. You know, protect him. Try and steal a couple stone skins, can't do it. This fight's kind of doomed from the beginning. It's not impossible for me to win it. I mean, if I had put Duchess's skills on cooldown, I might have been able to kill Marichka. So he's going after my Warlord. I guess the next Protect, I'm going to put it up on Warlord, but not quite there yet. This fight goes a little longer than you might expect. But all he's got is Hefrak, and when Hefrak's on cooldown, can't use, and nobody dies, like, Hefrak does not kill very quickly. Duchess does not want to use the revive, and at this point I'm thinking, did I actually put her revive on cooldown? She doesn't want to use it until Marichka's dead. He knows he's in the driver's seat because I can't kill his Duchess. Even if I get lucky, that's a tanky Duchess. So say I get it down to Marichka and I try to kill with using the A3 of Errol on Marichka. The A2 isn't going to get it done. The triple hitter's not going to get it done against Duchess. The best I could do, I could hope for, would be that Wukong is up next and he has his splash damage skill up. That could get it done. But it's extremely unlucky that I'm going to be able to pull this one off. I thought about quitting because of that, but I'm still trying. I'm hoping. So this fight goes a little bit long for me. I do not like fights that last 5 minutes or longer. And you're thinking, 5 minutes? Every fight lasts 5 minutes. I like them over. That's why maybe my winnings percentage suffers sometimes. I will back out of fights. If I don't think I have a strong chance at winning, I will back out even though I might have won. See, I could have finished off Marichka here and didn't. And I think I do before... Yeah, because I don't end up killing that Duchess. But I do finish off Marichka. There they go. And Duchess is going to bring her back. Man, that turn meter that Marichka gives on her revive when she dies is just too much. So he takes them out and I'm just done. On to the next fight. Taus and Marichka have a hard time with them. Bomb teams have a hard time with them. This team composition that I've kind of stumbled on, though, it does work pretty well. And my alternates on Protector champions, they work pretty well too. Both Urost and Goffred are turning into really decent second and third options. And Goffred, if they don't have a lot of sheep, man, Goffred is good. So is Urost. Again, if they don't have sheep. If they've got sheep, but it's not a lot of sheep, like maybe one or at Enlightenment number 1 or 2. But if they've got a lot of sheep, like those two are both kind of neutralized. So we got ourselves a Warlord, had to ban the Yumiko. Let's get this one started. Moving in, try to put him on cooldown, and we got a Duchess resist. I don't know what it was resisting on. I don't know if it was everything or just... It wouldn't have been the turn meter, so she resisted the cooldown. See if we can get that stun on Rotos. It's going to be tough for 2 Spirit Champions to kill Rotos, but I have faith in him. Who do I protect? I protect him because I want that. Try to steal some Stone Skins, can't do it. Boy, this one's looking tough. Higher resistance than I've got accuracy on the UDK, so I can't do anything about that. Or as I'm thinking right now. And they're going after the Warlord. I have no Reviver, so if they can take the Warlord out of here, they can open up. But I got to get that gone. And I do have enough accuracy to sheep the UDK. So both their damagers are dead. Does Duchess have Revive? Yes. Got to go after Duchess. Everybody else is failed. Trying to get rid of that UDK. Everybody's low. Let's see what I can do here. So far I've been lucky with Rotos today. Haven't really procced those extra hits on his A1. Oof. Got some big hits there. And that's it for that one. 7 out of 10 there. Hope you enjoyed the Goffred showcase. Take care, everybody.